Alright everybody, it's that time of year again. Hope you're all keeping well, hope you're all collecting well. I'm back with my yearly collection update. A lot's changed in the past year. We got a lot of new stuff, new omnis, new hardbacks, new just about everything. I've moved out into my own place with my partner. We've got a puppy. So a lot's changed. It's been pretty chaotic over the past few months, but I'm finally sitting down and getting this video made. I've bought a tripod. I'm hoping, I always say this, but I'm hoping I can start doing some proper videos real soon. It's just been kind of chaos with this puppy and moving in and all that. I'm sure you guys understand. Thank you all still to all the people that have been commenting over the past year. I see it all, even if I am terrible at getting back to you guys. So big thank you. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. We're just going to jump straight in. I've rearranged everything, so from now we go sort of after these first two shelves. It primarily goes DC paperbacks and standard sized hardcovers. Then the same for Marvel, and then the same for any indie stuff like Image and all that. And then we go into DC and Marvel oversized hardcovers, and then DC and Marvel omnis, as you'll see as we unfold through this. So, starting at the top, we've just got some random pop figures. That book I still can't pronounce. And then on the top shelf here, we've just got the manga stuff. So most of this is my partner's. Dead Man Wonderland is hers. The black edition of Death Note, all of that's hers. Mine's just the all-in-one edition there. Seven Deadly Sins is hers. And those are my two Star Wars mangas there on the far right. In terms of absolute editions, I don't think anything's actually changed other than we picked up Absolute Doomsday Clock to go with Watchmen. Couldn't pass that up. I'm probably going to pick up Absolute 3 Jokers. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, but I'm considering it. Moving on down, most of this shelf's going to be the same. You'll notice some stuff probably if you watch the previous video enough times that some stuff's missing that I've sold on, some stuff's been upgraded, mainly, you know, funds. I just decided that if I'm not going to reread it, I'll get rid of it, but a lot of stuff I upgraded, as you'll see. So the Aquaman Rebirth stuff over there is the same. Most of this stuff's the same there. We got some Batgirl Stephanie Brown. Then we start with the chronological order of Batman up to the New 52, starting there with year 1, moving all the way through. Most of this stuff's the same as last year, so I'm not going to stop and show it all. I'm pretty sure the only thing that's different is Batman the Private Case book. I'm pretty sure that's the only new thing in this section. Oh, and Joker's Asylum there I think is new. I don't really know how I want to organize Batman right now, so I just sort of jump from the pre-52 stuff, and then I just jump into the most recent here and then go alphabetical order. So we've got James Tynion's Batman, Joshua Williamson's, and then Chip Zdarsky's Batman Volume 1 there. And then Batman the Dark Knight 1 and 2 from the New 52. Moving on down, behind the bobblehead there is Batman the Dark Knight and Batman Incorporated. We got some Detective Comics. This is all the same as it was. Some of these might be new, actually. I can't remember. We got the newer Detective Comics stuff. Batman Who Laughs. Batman 89 might be new. Excuse me while I adjust. Earth 1, The Batman's Grave. Batman Reptilian by Garth Ennis. Batman the World. I picked up the rest of this newer Catwoman run there, 1 to 6. Got the Joker 1 and 2, Man-Bat. And then a bunch of Dick Grayson, Nightwing stuff there, up to the Tom Taylor run in the blue hardcovers. The New Order, I say it every year, DC, where's that deluxe edition? I'm going to keep asking. Red Hood and the Outlaws 1-4, and then we've got the first couple trades of Robin by Joshua Williamson and Robins, Captain Atom, and then some Dark Knight's Metal tie-ins. Moving on down once more. Behind Shazam there, we've got The Flash by Grant Morrison and Mark Millar. And then The Flash by Joshua Williamson, which I'm surprised doesn't have an Omni yet. The only thing that's new here, I think, is these three trades are the newer stuff with Wally West back as The Flash. Most of this is the same. Freedom Fighters, Green Arrow, Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps. Hopefully that gets an Omni. Hawkman. I sold my Scott Snyder Justice League stuff because I actually ordered the Snyder Justice League Deluxe hardcovers. Just waiting on those to arrive. We got the Justice League Dark stuff. They finally came out with a 5th volume of JSA by Jeff Johns, so hopefully that keeps on coming. Mr. Miracle, Rorschach, The Sandman, and then a couple other Sandman trades. Behind Black Adam there, we've got Shazam and the 7 Magic Lands, The Death and Return of Superman, For Tomorrow, Last Son of Krypton, and Warworld Rising. And then down on the bottom shelf, Superman 78, Superman Birthright, blah blah blah. Most of that's the same. I think Secret Identity might be new. And then we've got a couple more trades of the Swamp Thing. Sweet Tooth Compendium. I've just got this here because it's got the DC logo at the bottom. So it started bugging me having that stuff sort of off separate. Got rid of some Wonder Woman stuff. But most of that's still the same otherwise. Jumping into Marvel, we got a few events that I got rid of. Some of which are because I now have them in other formats, as you will soon see. The Astonishing Ant-Man, I upgraded that to the complete collection. Don't ask me why. Black Widow, that's all the same. Captain America The Chosen. And then we got a couple of the newer Captain America series. Sentinel of Liberty, Symbol of Truth. A few more volumes of Eternals. Hawkeye's all the same. We've got Donny Cates' Hulk. I believe I've got the next volume of that ordered as well. I'm just waiting on that to arrive. Matt Fraction's Iron Man, which I reread earlier this year. Kang the Conqueror. And then Moon Knight, I decided to upgrade most of those to the complete collections. So we've got Bendis, Warren Ellis, Brian Wood, I think, Colin Bunn, Jeff Lemire, Max Bemis, and then the 2 Jed McKay volumes there on the far right. So that does it for this shelf. Here's one last scan of that. Yes, I know my shelves are sagging as usual. So I'm going to pause it here real quick and I'll see you guys in a second in the next room with my other 2 shelves. Alright, we're back in the next room. Continuing on with the Marvel trades. Some more random pops and stuff up there. But if we jump straight into the books, that's what you guys are here for. I sold some Punisher stuff that I wasn't going to reread. I kept the Nathan Edmondson stuff because I read that earlier this year as well. Really enjoyed it. We got the first of Jason Aaron's new run. A couple of the Punisher Max complete collections that are not in Omnibus format. And then a couple of the Garth Ennis Punisher mini-series there that are also not in Omnis. Silver Surfer Black, Spider-Man complete collections. Still got the Gauntlet book 2 and still have not found book 1 for anything less than over £100. Probably won't ever find it, but you never know. Superior Spider-Man Companion. You'll notice the Spider-Man stuff has been severely reduced, and you guys will see why in a bit. Hint, hint. So we got some random Dan Slott stuff, worldwide, life story. If I can find the deluxe hardcover of this for a good price, I'll probably upgrade that. We got Saladin Ahmed's Miles Morales. We got the newest Venom series. Thanos Rising. Thanos by Jeff Lemire. Thor by Donny Cates 1-4. And then all of the X-Men stuff, starting with Old Man Logan. I sold a lot of the Hickman-era X-Men and just sort of reduced it down to the series that I know I'd want to read. So we got Cable, the Empire tie-in, Hellions, Immortal X-Men, that's new, Legion of X is new, I kept Marauders, I kept New Mutants, we got the Sabretooth miniseries, Sword, Way of X is new, I kept Wolverine and X-Force, we got the new X-Men by Jerry Dugan and X-Men Red, and then after that I've just stuck the 3 Alien and the 1 Predator trades that have come out recently. And then begins the Star Wars stuff. It's no longer in canon timeline order. I've just sort of gone for alphabetical order. I've put the High Republic stuff first because that all comes first. But after that, it's just all in alphabetical order. It just looks a bit more uniform on the shelf. So you guys can pause if you want to see this stuff. But I have no idea what's new here. It's probably just a couple random volumes of Vader and Aphra and Bounty Hunters, etc. That Star Wars Adventures Beware Vader's Castle is new. I thought that was a standard-sized hardcover. It's not. It's this dinky little thing. But it's canon, so it goes there. East of West, still haven't been able to find the third hardcover of that, so I've still got those trades. Geiger, Invincible 1-3. Excuse my homemade kazoo. Outcast, Complete Compendium. That might be new. And I don't know if the third Spawn is new or not, but I do need to pick up the fourth, which is why I've got a bit of a gap there. The Walking Dead, I finally, after God knows how many years of putting it off, picked up all of those compendiums, so we've got the complete Walking Dead there, finally, once again. Preacher and Saga of the Swamp Thing, still haven't picked up the rest of Preacher, which is pretty bad. Then we've got just a couple of the Prestige Plus format, or whatever they're calling them, the Black Label books for DC. Batman One Dark Knight was a gift for Christmas or my birthday or something from my partner's family. And then I got Catwoman Lonely City, and I kept Harleen, I got rid of the rest. We got Grant Morrison's Animal Man, the Long Halloween Trilogy, Batman Hush, Two-Face, Face the Face, The Button, Noel, White Knight and Curse of the White Knight. I'm sure they will, but here's hoping they do a Beyond the White Knight Deluxe this year or next year. Crisis, Dark Knight's Metal, Death Metal, the first 3 Williamson Flash Deluxes still. Awaiting that Omnibus announcement. Uncanny Omar. Wink wink, nudge nudge, come on. You know what we want to hear. Green Arrow, Jeff Lemire, Identity Crisis, that stuff's all the same. Some Justice League stuff. I've got the Brad Meltzer cover here, facing outwards. Sorry about the glare. Just because that's where the Scott Snyder Deluxes will go when they come. Superman, Action Comics, this is probably all the same. Then we got the Marvel Deluxe hardcovers. Iron Man Extremis, I just upgraded to a Deluxe because I actually really enjoyed that when I finally got around to reading it. Clone Conspiracy, Craven's Last Hunt, best Spider-Man story, don't at me. Thanos by Donny Cates, The Vision by Tom King, and then the Hickman X-Men stuff, House of X, Powers of 10, Ten of Swords, Hellfire Gala, Inferno, and I don't know if it's X Lives and X Deaths or 10 Lives and 10 Deaths of Wolverine, but that's new, we got that in there. And then the Colours Omnibus, kind of, but not really an omnibus. And then East of West 1 and 2, looking awfully lonely. Down here we got The Walking Dead, Here's Negan, and then the Death oversized hardcover for the Sandman. DC Omnis. You will notice there that we have got the Batman by Scott Snyder 1 and 2. Finally caved in after telling myself that I wouldn't, and got the Omnis for this, traded in my standard sized hardcovers for that, so we've now got those. Brightest Day reprint came out, so you know I had to get that to go with Blackest Night. Catwoman, Deathstroke, and then if I move on down, excuse me for the shaky camera. Down here we got Deathstroke still, we got The Flash, Green Lantern. I did sell my Green Lantern core trades because I've got that omnibus on pre-order. Never thought that we'd get it, but very happy that it's on the way. JLA and Justice League there. Got a bit of a gap because I cannot fit Justice League Volume 2 down on that shelf, so it goes up here for now. Superman in that McDonald's coloured omnibus. Swamp Thing, Teen Titans, the new printing, Wonder Woman. And then into Marvel, the Jonathan Hickman Avengers Omnis both came out, reprints. So happy to have these. Yes, this nonsense down here is incredibly frustrating. It makes me want to be sick every time I look at it, but at least we've got them. Black Panther by Christopher Priest and Black Panther by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Kind of impulse buys. I think I bought them just after finally watching Black Panther Wakanda Forever. No new Ed Brubaker Cap Omnis, but they are nearly here. I think a few more months. I think they come out in like November, September, sometime around there. We will have, hopefully by the end of the year, the rest of the Brubaker Cap stuff reprinted. I've got them both pre-ordered, so let's just hope they don't get delayed. And then on the end here, we've got Captain America Nick Spencer, Volume 1. I upgraded my trades to get that. I think Volume 2 has been announced for next year. And down here, this is looking much more beautiful. Daredevil is my favourite superhero, Marvel or DC. And I'm now making it my mission, despite telling myself I wouldn't do this. I'm going to try and get whatever I can for Daredevil in omnibus format. Kingpin agrees, as you can see. So we've got the Frank Miller and Klaus Janson omnibus reprint, and then the original printing of the Companion, which I believe just got announced for a reprint next year. I managed to find Marvel Knights by Joe Quesada, otherwise known as Daredevil by Kevin Smith, on eBay for a really good price, so I grabbed that. The two with the red spines there, or the red lettering, is the Bendis 1 and 2. And then we've got Brubaker Volume 1 there with the white lettering, which finally, Uncanny Omar just told us, Volume 2 of that is on the way. Thank God. I told myself I wouldn't upgrade my hardcovers for Daredevil by Mark Waid. I'm a liar. I did it. So we've got Volume 1 there, and then Volume 2 comes out, I think, at the very beginning of next year. So I'll make sure to get that as well. And then Daredevil by Charles Soule. And, thanks to the beautiful, yet again, Uncanny Omar, we know that Daredevil by Chip Zdarsky Omnibus Volume 1 is on the way, so you bet that will be going there. Deadpool and Cable. Impulse buy. Don't really know what possessed me to get it, but I got it. It's there. I've not read it yet, but we'll see how that goes. I don't normally like reading Deadpool, but because it's sort of, before he became oversaturated, in my opinion, I might enjoy it a bit more than the sort of modern Deadpool stuff. Doctor Strange by Aaron. Fantastic Four by Hickman. The Immortal Iron Fist and the Immortal Weapons Omnibus. This is the reprint, the expanded edition of Matt Fraction and Ed Brubaker's Iron Fist run. So I had to grab that. Moon Knight by Houston, Benson and Hurwitz Omnibus. I read that a few months ago. Pretty good. A few sort of low points, but overall really enjoyed it. Beautiful David Finch artwork. We got The Punisher by Garth Ennis, and then two of my babies, as always, the Punisher Max by Garth Ennis Omnis. If we move on down, we've got Punisher Max by Jason Aaron there. I picked up Spider-Man vs. Venom. Sort of an impulse buy. Some more Spider-Man stuff. Spider-Man by Straczynski, which I think just had an announcement of Volume 2 of that getting a reprint, so you can bet I'll be getting that. Superior Spider-Man. Now that's one I've been waiting for a long time. Absolutely love that series, so I had to grab that one. And then an impulse upgrade / purchase is Spider-Verse Spider-Geddon Omnibus. I just couldn't pass it up. I'm too weak-willed. Amazing Spider-Man by Nick Spencer Volume 1. Traded in my paperbacks to upgrade to that bad boy. Can't remember if Volume 2's been announced. I think it has, so that's good. Spider-Man 2099 Omnibus. I purchased this the day that I got out of seeing Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. A phenomenal film. And everyone was raving about this book coming out, so I thought, yeah. Again, I'm too weak-willed. I'll take it. Superior Foes, hilarious. Same as Nick Spencer's Ant-Man. If you haven't read them, read them. If you want to laugh your socks off. Severely underrated in my opinion. Ultimate Spider-Man got a Volume 2. Volume 3 is on the way. I've got it on pre-order. It's not on the way yet, but it's on the way in a couple months. Another upgrade. Miles Morales Spider-Man 1 and 2. Volume 1 is all of his stuff in the Ultimate Universe. And Volume 2 is when he is in the 616. Had to grab those bad boys. And then we got 4 by Matt Fraction on the end. And down here on the final chunk, 4 by Jason Aaron, Volume 1. Volume 2 is also coming out in the next year or so. Very happy about that. If I move my awesome King in Black Venom out the way. Unfortunately, we've got Thunderbolts Volume 2 and 3. I only say unfortunately because I missed Volume 1. It's now out of print. It's not like stupidly expensive, but it's more than I would like to pay if I can avoid it. So I'm constantly looking out for it to see if I can find it. So far no luck, but fingers crossed that happens one day, because I would like to ideally keep these. Venom by Donny Cates got upgraded into omnibus format. You're damn right it did. Now this is one of my happiest finds of the past year. Uncanny X-Force by Rick Remender. It may have just been announced for a reprint, but until that was the case, it's been one of those books that I've always wanted to find. Someone was selling it on a Facebook group for, I think, about £80-90, and I just swiped it up. I couldn't say no. So I'm glad to have that, reprint or not. We got the Hickman X-Men Omni and Young Avengers by Heinberg and Chung. Sort of an impulse buy again, but I'm glad to have it. Really nice artwork throughout. That includes the Children's Crusade, which is why I sold that paperback. And then finally, we've got the 2 Darth Vader Omnis, Charles Soule and Kieran Gillen's. Hopefully the newer Darth Vader series gets the Omni treatment one day. And then we've got Star Wars Dr. Aphra Volume 1. I believe Volume 2 has been announced for that, which I'll probably get just so I've got everything in terms of Aphra. And I want to try and get my hands on the Jason Aaron Star Wars Omni, because I know that a second Star Wars Omni, I think, for Kieran Gillen has been announced as well. So, lots to get. I don't think there's anything else in terms of pre-orders that I've not mentioned that I know is coming soon. But like I say, I'm hoping to make some more videos, maybe some reviews, some overviews, things of that nature soon, because I do have a tripod now to go on the desk, and I would absolutely love to do that. It's just been kind of chaos, like I say, moving in, getting a puppy randomly. Maybe I'll be able to bring some puppy content. She's not in the house at the moment because she is visiting her grandparents, but I'd like to give you guys some little Ripley content at some point. Yes, we named her after Alien and Mummy, Rhea Ripley, the wrestler. Shout out to those of you that know. But yeah, that about does me, guys, in terms of the collection. Thank you, as always, every year for tuning in. Thank you for all the positive comments. Thank you for those that have stuck around. Thank you for those that have tried bugging me to do more videos. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I hope you're all doing fantastic and continue to do so. And yeah, thanks as always for stopping by, guys. I appreciate it. Take care of yourselves.